What's up? It's your girl Drama Queen coming to you with another video for Vlogmas 2020 with the Drama Queen vlog. Now, I gotta tell you guys, this is a very special Vlogmas for me for several reasons. But this time last year, I was working towards starting my podcast, and I got the equipment, I got everything lined up, I got my intro, my outro, all of that good stuff. And then life happened, and I got extremely sick, and I had to put my podcast on the back burner. But that's okay, because when we do the video on the vision board, I will tell you now, my podcast is going on that vision board, something that I'm gonna do for 2021. But this was one of the first gentlemen that I actually interviewed for the podcast because we have such a history. Someone that I have been friends with since I was little. Like, we grew up together, we went to church together, we went to college together. So he is very talented, and I originally did this interview a year ago, but I figured that it would be a great audio to play for the Vlogmas, although there's no video, so you guys can kind of get to know him and get to know his music. He has some awesome and amazing Christmas music, and so I wanted to feature him early on in the Vlogmas so you guys can go to Amazon and download that music, honey. Download all of his music, because we all know streaming is okay, but downloading is where it's at. So I really hope you guys enjoy this. It is a little bit different because there's going to be more audio than video, but I guarantee you guys that you will love Mr. Asa Barnes as much as I do. So without further ado, I would like to welcome you to my frat brother, my brother in Christ, my friend, Asa Barnes.
Welcome to the Drama Queen Perspective, a podcast designed to empower, inspire, educate, and entertain. Drama Queen is a philanthropist, educator, business owner, poet, and performer. So you know you will be entertained. Find out what's trending. Get a thumbs up or thumbs down on the hottest restaurants, places, and things. And find out ways to help your business grow, and much more. Without further ado, here is your host, Drama Queen.
In today's Artist Spotlight, we feature Asa Barnes. Asa Barnes is a native of Kansas City, Missouri. As a music education graduate of Missouri Western State University, located in St. Joseph, Missouri, Asa has always been musically inclined since his early years in life. His first influence in music came from his mother, who sang in the church choir. Asa would attend choir rehearsal with her, embracing the rich sounds of gospel music that initially encouraged him to sing. This early musical and spiritual training prepared him for future opportunities. In high school, Asa participated in both choral and instrumental ensembles. He studied popular and classical music, developing a diverse appreciation for all musical styles. College further developed Asa's musical skills, where he studied percussion and received classical vocal training. He was well on his way to achieving musical success. In 2010, Asa relocated to San Diego, California to pursue modeling and acting professionally. While stationed there, he made new contacts and performed with various bands for major public and private events. During his stay in California, Asa learned valuable industry information to be used upon his return to Kansas City, Missouri in 2011. Today, Asa is an elementary school music teacher, private voice instructor, model, and stage performer. Some of his accomplishments have taken him to New York's Apollo Theater and allowed him to receive local radio play in Kansas City, Missouri. He also made appearances in season 4 and 8 of the hit television show American Idol, where he was a Hollywood finalist. As a supporter of the community, Asa is an active member within Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated and leads a faith-based music ministry. Asa hopes to convey that success can be achieved through hard work, preparation, and a belief in God. Today's Artist Spotlight welcomes Asa Barnes. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and start. I'm going to ask you some of these questions so we can get you a little bit more exposure because you are doing awesome things, but I want to be a part of making sure that you continue to get the exposure that you deserve. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to have you on the show. So thank you so much.
Pleasure's all mine.
Thank you. Well, how long have you been making music, Asa?
Oh, well, I've been making music, I guess, since my college days. I think my first recording was somewhere around the year 1999 or 2000, somewhere in that vicinity. But just made a couple of recordings here and there, and they weren't that good. But eventually stepped up my game and got some better equipment and with some better writing. And yeah, so I've been doing it for about 15 years ish, off and on. I took it seriously about 6 years ago.
Awesome. Awesome. Now, how old were you? I know I've been knowing you I know it's been over 30 years. And
Yeah.
I know you sing them in different places. So how old were you when you first sang your first song in front of a crowd? And what was the song?
Oh my goodness. The first song that I remember ever singing as a solo in front of a crowd, I was in church. And I was at Greater Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church. And I think I sang He is the King of Kings with the youth choir.
Okay.
So I think I was about 5 or 6 probably at that time.
Oh, wow. Now, do you remember that song?
A little bit of it. I think, how did it go? He is the Prince of Peace, something like that. It was a kids choir, so it was kind of cheesy, but it was fun.
Well, you know what? It wasn't too cheesy because it got you excited and it helps you get into the place where you are now with the love for music. So that's awesome. Now, what or who inspires you to make the music that you make now?
The music that inspires me, or the people who have inspired me, are artists like Donny Hathaway, artists like Mint Condition, artists like Brian McKnight and Boys to Men, even classical influences. I'm really into music that has meaning with lyrics and words, as well as music that is very intricate. I like jazz, so I just don't. I like popular music. It's just that I want to take the listener somewhere whenever I sing or whenever I perform. So I always like to have something that is distinct about the music, whether it be embellishments of chord changes or intricate rhythms that really bring out something special for the listener to be able to take them somewhere, like a story. And so that's really where my influence comes from artists like that, soulful artists, as well as very musical artists, even in the Mozart and the Beethoven. A lot of people know this. Well, that's old. Well, everything came from that, and so we can learn from all of that. And so I'm influenced from a lot of different arenas with jazz and with classical, as well as soul music.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Now, speaking of your inspiration, I listened to your song, Everyone Wants to Rule the World. And at first I was a little scared because that's kind of a big song. And I was like, I wonder how he's going to make it his own. And I feel like you really, really, really did. So how was it adding your own spin to such an iconic song like that?
Oh, wow. I'm glad that you asked about that. I'm an 80s kid, and so I grew up with that song. And when my friends were listening to a lot of different genres, I was into the pop and into the rock at that time. And that was one of my favorite songs, just with the guitar, how the guitar would come in and then the drums and so forth. And I liked the lyrics of it and what it said to me. And I was a kid, but it meant more to me as an adult, that how we fight and we jostle for position and for rank in this world, and how everybody wants to be on top. But it really doesn't mean that much when you look at it and the big scope of things. And so I just wanted to take those lyrics and to take that melody line and just to add a different flavor that wasn't, you don't expect it to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes on, it's just, whoa, what are those lyrics? I know those lyrics, but that's not the song, but it's cool at the same time. And so I just like the hip hop influence and the R&B flavor that really brought a different spin on the song. So that's why I like that.
Right. Awesome. Very good job. I love that song, by the way.
Thank you.
Now, do you write your own music? I know you do some covers, but do you write your own music as well?
Yes, I do write my own songs. My project entitled "It's Complicated," which is my EP, my first official EP that I released. I wrote three out of the four songs, and so I wrote "Thinking of You." I wrote
Okay.
"This Is Me," which is my untitled track, and I also wrote "Your Body." And so I wrote those three songs, and I about a year ago I released a second a single. I released a single called well, I can't think of my own songs. Hard Times.
Okay.
Called Hard Times, and I co-wrote that with a friend. That was a co-write. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Now, I remember watching you on one season of American Idol, but then when I was doing a little research, I saw that you were actually on two seasons of American Idol, season 4 and season 8. So tell us about that.
Wow. Those days are long gone, but I do remember them vividly. Yeah, I did participate on American Idol season 4 and season 8. Both times I made it to Hollywood. Got to audition in front of the celebrity judges and made it to the Hollywood rounds. The first time around, I made it pretty far and got to the last round before the live show where they everyone gets to go on national television and sing live. The second time I wasn't as
Hmm.
fortunate. But I learned a lot about show business and I understood the production behind what it takes to make a national show work. It's a lot of lights, a lot of camera, a lot of interesting things that you think are real, but they're not. But it's a lot of
Right.
fun. I had a great experience.
Okay. Now, would you audition again in the future?
You know, I'm beyond the age to audition. I passed that age a while ago. However, I think knowing now what I knew then, I probably wouldn't. And it's not because I'm better or any worse. It's just the fact that I really appreciate the craft of music for what it is. And music is very organic. And your music, if you're genuine, if you come from the heart, it will reach the right people at the right time, and it'll take you where you need to go. You don't need to force it. Of course, you have to work hard when you want to be seen and be noticed, but there's no quick get rich quick or skyrocket to fame, so to say, in the music industry. If you want to do it, you just do it, and you'll find your way. And some people they find superstardom, and then there are others that never will. However, I'm content with knowing that I make music that I feel good about and about sharing with my listeners, and I'm okay with that.
Okay, well said. Now, I know I said in your intro that you're an educator, a real estate agent, you're in a fraternity, you're a family man. So tell us some of the things that you do to occupy your time.
Oh my goodness. There's so many things that I do that I don't have any other time to occupy. It's a full-time job doing everything. And I've been told that I do too many things. I've been told that I need to focus and just to work on one or two. I just know that for myself that life has a lot of different angles and a lot of different, you can do whatever you want to do. And it's just about making choices. And so, yes, I am an educator. I'm a teacher. I teach
Hmm.
school. I teach choir. I taught full time for 12 years, and I just decided that it was time to go in a different direction. So now I'm teaching part time, and I've also gone into business for myself. I am a licensed realtor in the state of Kansas and Missouri. So I help people buy and sell homes. I'm also a voiceover artist. I do commercials with voiceover, and I'm a professional performer. So there's so many different things that I do, and I'm happy doing that. That makes me happy, and to call my own shots and not to be held down, so to say, by one particular profession, and it's very diverse. And so I enjoy that. And studies show that most people who are entrepreneurs or successful or even rich, so to say, they have multiple streams of income. And that's how I choose to live my life.
Look, I understand. I deal with the same thing. Okay, so where can people purchase your music?
Sure. Yes, you can purchase my music everywhere digital music is sold. I believe that iTunes might still be up. That they're making a change at Apple, but you can find my music on Amazon Music. You can purchase there. You can download from cdbaby.com. You can download from Spotify. You can stream it everywhere. You can stream my music on YouTube, all digital platforms. And streaming is great. I appreciate the streams, but it's so nice when you go to the website and you just click download and you spend a little bit of money and buy it. So I really appreciate
Definitely,
that.
definitely. Good. So you guys hear that. You go out and support this talented young man. He is awesome. He has some great music. Go out. So one last question for Asa before we go out. What is next for you? What is the next thing that you're working on as far as your music or entertainment?
What I am doing right now is building capital, which is getting my money together for my next project that will. I plan to release another project in the year 2020. I haven't really decided the direction that I would like to go in, but it will be different. It will be intimate. It will be powerful. It will be diverse. My first project was called "It's Complicated" because I just don't fit into a box. I'm not R&B. I'm not rock. I have so many different ideas. And so it will probably be all over the place, like the first one was. But I do want to dig deeper into my songwriting ability and to really tell some stories about people that haven't been told before, and to bring those things to light. So just building the resources and revenue to be able to release a project going into to the new year.
Well, awesome. Well, I hope we're going to get more than 4 songs because I was wanting more. Now, you do have some Christmas music out on Amazon too. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. I do have a Christmas project online right now, and you can also purchase that on Amazon at Amazon Music. It's called From Me to You, and put in a couple of Christmas covers that everyone likes and everyone loves. Christmas Time is Here is my favorite Christmas song. Also, did a cover from the legendary group Boys to Men, Let It Snow, and try to keep that pretty authentic and true to the record. So I think that you'll enjoy that. It's a little bit different, and a very intimate piano performance with Isaac Cates and myself. And the title of that song is "Oh Holy Night," and it's a beautiful, just really lush rendition of
Awesome.
the classic Christmas carol. And you can also see the video online too.
Oh, awesome. So you have a little visual and a little audio. So that is awesome. Well, Asa, I really, really appreciate you taking your time today to just let us learn a little bit about your past, your present, and your future. I wish you the best of luck. And if it's anything that we can do with the Drama Queen perspective to help further your career, you just let us know.
Hey, really appreciate that. Thanks for your time and for just highlighting me and thinking
All right.
enough of me
Thank
to
you.
do that.
Yes, definitely. Well, thank you so much, Asa, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Hey, you too.
Thanks for listening to the Drama Queen Perspective. Be sure to like and subscribe this podcast and share with the drama queens in your life. Until next time, this has been the Drama Queen Perspective.